What's up, B team? It's your boy Kurtis B here. I'm about to watch this dude. I've never heard of him before, Ralph Barbosa. He popped up in one of my YouTube shorts that I was watching, and I watched, I don't know, it was like 45 seconds of comedy, and I thought he was funny. I've never seen him do any stand-up other than that. So I looked him up and I thought, you know what? I'm going to make a reaction to this dude. He has it's like almost a 10-minute segment here called Texas versus California. I don't know what it's going to be about. I mean, obviously Texas and California, but what it has to do with those two states, I don't know. So let's find out.
What's up? Hi, this is Ty, man. I'm actually I'm visiting. This is the first time I really got to hang out in Cali, and I love it. The weed is amazing. You guys,
that's so true. For those of you who don't know, I'm from California, born and raised, never lived anywhere else, and yeah, there's so much to say about this state. It's ridiculous, but when it comes to the greenery, California has been famous for that for many years.
I love it. The weed is amazing. You guys did to weed what white people did to hip hop. You gentrified it and you got rich off of it, and I love it. I'm really liking it. Weed is so like legit.
It's a big business.
Like, it's like officially legit. Like, I bought it and the package even had a warning label on it. It says, use with extreme caution.
Yeah, buying that stuff is like going to a grocery store now. You just go into the store, everything's shelved up, like different types. You just pick what you want, you pay for it, and you walk out. It's crazy. I never thought I'd see that day when I was in high school. Man, I couldn't imagine the future being like this.
It says, use with extreme caution. I was like, dude, I'm from a state where people still go to jail for weed. Trust me, I've been using with extreme caution. I came here to not use caution.
That's a good reason to come to Cali.
I'm really enjoying it. My buddy was telling me, though, he's like, yeah, a lot of people still don't buy from dispensaries. They'd rather go to a dealer because dispensaries tax so much. So there's actually been an increase.
But it's cheap
in
everywhere you go.
Profits, you know, which proves like the only thing us Americans hate more than drug dealers is paying taxes.
That's so true.
At least we know where the dollar's going,
man.
Right? Mexico.
If I didn't have to pay taxes, I'd have so much more money right now. I feel like every paycheck I get, they take so much. It's ridiculous, man, especially in California. Taxes are crazy.
At least we know where the dollar's going, right? Mexico. No. It's cool, man. Texas has not legalized weed. We've been asking them to, and they just gave us more guns. We legalized open carry. We were like, we just want to carry weed. They're like, how about carry a bazooka? I was like, I don't want to. It's like, no license needed. We don't need a license.
I've never been to Texas, but I mean, I've heard a lot about their laws and stuff over there. Weapons, great. So yeah, I understand where he's coming from. Weed, not so great over there.
License needed. We don't need a license. We just carry guns out in the open. But I like California style better. You guys were like, let's make it easier for people to smoke weed. And Texas was like, nah, let's make it easier for people to smoke other people.
Oh, man. Do people still say that when someone gets shot? Like, he got smoked? I haven't heard that in a long time.
Actually, a while back, I had two friends go to prison for selling drugs. And don't worry, the story gets better. Not for them, they're in prison, but for me, I got material out of it. I like it. When drug dealers call you from prison, they always ask the same question. They're always like, who would have thought I'd go from driving the Benz to sleeping in a cell? Everybody. That's why we asked you to stop.
That's true. It's not surprising.
Talk about this stuff on stage, but the way I see it, for the next 5 to 7, I can say what I want. When they were dealing like small-time drugs like weed and stuff, we didn't really care. But when they started moving to heavier things, we sat down one of our friends, and we had like a real serious talk. Like, hey man, don't go down this route, because nobody wants to see you get, locked up or killed. And then he started taking us out to eat to really nice restaurants. And we were all just like, heroin's not that bad.
At that point, you stop caring where the money comes from, right? Before you're like, I don't think you should be doing this. Oh, man, we're getting $100 meals here, steak and lobster. I guess I can deal with it.
No, but they went that route, which was crazy. One of my buddies, I think the only one left, I guess, he stayed on the straight and narrow. He has a job at Target, and he loves his job at Target so much that sometimes I wish he would have just gotten involved with drugs instead. He doesn't like when I leave things laying around the store. Like, he'll find a shirt, and he'll bring it to me, like if his friend died in it or something. He's like, hey, man, did you do this? Like, yeah. He's like, no, man, I don't think you get it. You see, people like you who leave stuff laying around the store are the reason that people like me have to spend hours restocking all these items. And I said, hey, man, I don't think you get it. I think people like me are the reason people like you have a job. You're welcome. You work for me now.
I get that this is just a joke, but I hate when people use that excuse, like leaving shopping carts out in the parking lot and stuff everywhere. Well, it gives people a job. No, it doesn't work like that. They would have a job regardless, but I'm not going to get mad about it, obviously.
Well, like,
it's just a joke,
job.
but I had to point that out. Don't
welcome.
use that
You
logic for
now.
real. It's not right. You're just making people's jobs
I'm very
harder.
close with my friends, especially because I was an only child. I was an only child for a while until I found out that I have half siblings, which that got me excited. Finding out you have half siblings out there is like finding out that they made sequels to your favorite movie. When you first hear about these sequels, you want to see these never-before-seen sequels. But then you meet the sequels, and you're like, they should have just stopped after that last one.
Man, that's true.
Honestly,
most movies have sequels that are complete dog turds. There's some you go, man, why? Just stop. The original was good enough.
It's the best. Like this. But I was an only child for a long time, which I feel made me into a social weirdo. Like, I don't really like going out. My friends will force me to go out to like bars and parties. And on the way to a party, they always say the same thing. They always be like, you excited? Come on, get excited. Never once has it worked on me. Like, never once have I been like, all right, here I
go. Never thought of it like that before.
I don't like when they say that. Come on, get excited. That's like handing somebody a drink and being like, come on, drink it. Like, dude, the more you force this, the less I want to party with you. But I'll go to parties, but I'm trying so hard to, like, be social. But I think people know I'm forcing it. I feel like I'm an undercover cop at parties. Because I just walk around talking to myself. Be like, play it cool, Ralph. They think you're one of them. And then somebody will walk up and be like, hey, you know where the restroom's at? And I'll be like, I didn't want to be here. Walk to my car like, you blew it. I'm not
Are people really like that? I've never had to experience that, luckily, because I've always been such a social person. I feel like I can go anywhere where I know there's going to be people, and I don't really care because I usually just get along with everybody. I know how to have conversations. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying it's weird when I hear stuff like this. You know, it's just awkward for me to even think of being in that situation. Like, I couldn't imagine being that socially awkward. I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought and where I was going with this, but I don't know.
Big on the whole social media thing either. People don't do strange things on there often, but sometimes they get a little too social, and I'm like, I'm out. Like, I pull the plug on Instagram. And it'll be normal stuff. It'll just get a little too weird to me. Like, this guy messaged me. He was like, hey, man, I saw you posted a picture eating pizza, and I wanted to ask you, where'd you get that pizza at? And I didn't say anything right away, so he sent a follow-up message. He was like, hey, man, I hope you're not planning on ignoring me. I was like, I wasn't, but now that you said the creepiest message ever, I'm deleting my Instagram. Sometimes people just get straight weird. Like, one guy sent me a message on Instagram, and I never opened it. So then he sent me the exact same message again on Facebook. That's like if you hit on a girl, she rejected you, and then you went home and changed your shirt and hit on her again. Now you're just weird in 2 different colors.
This guy's
I see a lot of girls post their Cash App on Instagram.
They really
won't
do
even
that?
post naked. They'll just post their Cash App, like, hey, in case anybody wants to send money. Which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There's just this one girl that I didn't like. She posted her Cash App, and then under it said, don't be one of those lame guys who only sends like $4.
Complaining about free
I
money.
didn't even know her, but that made me so mad. I sent her a message. I was like, hey, I'm gonna need my $4 back.
Oh man, I didn't see that one coming. That's a sign of a good comedian where they can catch you in the end. You think you know what they're gonna say, but then they flip it on you into something that you didn't see coming. That's good.
One of my friends made $800 in one day through Instagram. Yeah, she doesn't
How?
post naked or anything. So I'm proud of her for making that money, but I don't know why I'm proud exactly.
Yeah.
She says one guy sends her $400 anytime she has an hour to kill just to talk to him about his troubles.
Damn.
Which, like,
That's
good
crazy.
for her. That's like, most people have to spend 6-8 years in college to become licensed therapists. She skipped it. Her license is like a cute selfie and her cash tag under it. That's her therapy license. That's the equivalent
And
of like
she's
going
making
straight
more.
to the NBA right out of high school. Like,
That's true.
that's why, like, don't get me wrong. I definitely do believe men, women equals. I just don't think we're equal all the time. If I had to bet money on a dunking contest, well, I'm sorry, I'm gonna put my money on men. But if I had to bet money on like a post your Cash App and see who sends you the most money contest, I've already given the women my last $4. Hey, I'm Ralph Barbosa. Thank you guys so much.
Oh man, that was really good, man. Ralph Barbosa. He didn't talk that much about Texas versus California. A little bit. He was funny though. That was really good. I really like his relaxed style. I'm not all about comedians that are too hyped and overact and stuff like that. I'm more of this style right here, just like chill, relax, tell the jokes, and they're funny. Move on to the next thing. So I thought it was good. Let me know in the comments what you thought about it and also what you want to see me react to next. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel for more reactions. Smash that like button. I would appreciate it so much. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one and peace out.